Hey guys, welcome to Dragon Quest IX, Sentinels of the Starry Skies. Game's been out for a while, I know. Came out in 2009, 2010-ish. I have that information on the bottom screen of this. And I'm not going to do much in the way of explaining, because it's been out for a while, so we're just going to get right into it. Genders. Male. Tallest. Go with this hairstyle because it's closest to what I have. I always like going with those eyes. Myself a bit paler because I'm pale. Blue. And because the name I normally go with doesn't fit, this is the name I have come up with. No. I'm just gonna go with Fire God. And I want to put a space between the two of those, but spacebar doesn't actually work, so that's what we have to go with. Okay. Begin your adventure with this character. Yes. Okay. So this is gonna go about doing its thing, and I'll do some explaining of what's gonna be happening throughout the recording lifetime of this game. Okay. So I am currently playing on an emulator because the game's been out for a while. Don't really care. I do own the game though, so I own 3 copies of this game actually, so it's not like I'm cheating myself out. It's not like I'm cheating anyone out of any money. So the ROM file does have the DLC, so on it already. So I'm just gonna but I do have to use a save editor, so which I'm gonna have to figure out how to use that, or if one of you guys know how to save edit a ROM video file, not video file, the emulator file, the ROM file for ADS. Let me know how to do that in the comments and to a save editor that works for that. And a little guide would be helpful too. Never used a save editor before. Or an emulator for that matter. This is my first time using an emulator. I've done a little testing to make sure this video works, to make sure the game works and is stable, of course. You have come far, Fire God. I must confess to having had my doubts when you became guardian of the village in my stead. But its inhabitants' continued peace and safety is proof of your devotion. Nepos Major bade me, Aquila, take Fire God as your apprentice. I never imagined I would see you bloom so. You are worthy of your title indeed, Fire God, guardian of Angel Falls. Don't ever get old, my dear Aaron. You don't ever want to get old. Oh, Grandpa, it's not much further now. I'm sure he'll make it. Cucumber Man with some slimes. These wicked creatures must not be allowed to ambush innocent members of your flock, Fire God. Come, Guardian of Angel Falls, it is time to fulfill our duties as Telestrians. Cruel Comfort, that's what they're called. I haven't played the game. I haven't actually played the game a little bit. Go for the slime. I'll let Aquila do his thing. Yep, that'll hit. Yep. Kills him. How he's on level 20 and does so little damage, I do not understand. And Slammy runs away. 5 experience, 9 gold. See, Grandpa? There's Angel Falls up ahead. I honestly believed I'd never set my tired old eyes on this place again. But here we are, its last home. Oh, don't be so melodramatic. The village guardian will have been watching over us all the way. Nothing bad could ever have happened to us. I only just got here. Benevolent Fire God, thank you for protecting us on our journey. And there's the benevolence. Crystallization of mortal gratitude towards us who watch over them. As Celestians, our duty is to offer them up to the world tree, Yggdrasil. Come, Fire God, let us return to the observatory so that you can make your offering. And before you guys say, oh, you're not following the script exactly, I know. Doing it on purpose, because what grammar-wise, it doesn't sound fluid for some of the stuff they say. Welcome to the observatory. Sorry, hit my microphone there. First task of a guardian must perform upon returning is to report to Apis Major. As unchanging as the North Star, you shall find him in the Great Hall. I have other matters to attend to. Please excuse me. Okay, exploring time. Let's see. Here. Ooh, stuff. Oh, I got some look out of that. Chimera Wing, kinda useless stuff to me in general, because I don't really ever use them. In a time beyond memory, the Almighty placed the observatory in the emptiness of the heavens to protect Yggdrasil. Having done so, he entrusted its care to us, the Celestians, and returned to the realm of the Almighty, where he had come from. Legends tell us that when mighty Yggdrasil bears fruit, the Celestians will finally return to the Almighty. He returned from the Protectorate bearing benevolence aplenty? Then shall not be much longer. Mortals pass away at the slightest hint of sickness or injury, and our weakest spirit. I thank the Almighty I was born a Celestian. To be born mortal would be a truly sorrowful fate. You know what? Shush. Mortals survive just fine, thank you. Is it true that mortals cannot see us? Yes. Even if you stand right before their eyes. What feeble beings. This kid needs to be taught a lesson. Do you wish to know why we Celestians were appointed to watch over mortals? Why, because it is the will of the Almighty, child. What more reason do we need? Yes, sure, let's follow this mighty being that none of us have ever met before. Blind faith, people. So return from benevolence collected in the lands below. You are a credit to us, Fire God, whatever that means. But such is to be expected from one chosen by Aquila, who declined for so long to take an apprentice. Aw, I'm special, obviously. Creation of the world. In the beginning, the Almighty created mortals. Later, the Celestians. Their long lifespan, their wings, their halos above their heads, all bear testament to their superiority. While Celestians are a gift from the Almighty, bestowed upon weak, foolish mortals in order to guide and protect them. No books of interest. Okay. Did I talk to you yet? Wish to know about the whereabouts of the Great Hall? Your memory is a veritable black hole. It is at the top of those stairs where it has always been. Yeah, well, I'm exploring first. The observatory contains many statues such as this. A wing and a halo. The wings, the halo, as you can see, represents a perfect Celestian form. So our perfect form is our wing and halo. Only we pupils were able to choose the teacher we are assigned to school us in the ways of the Guardian. My teacher is kind of hard, but somewhat lenient. Had I been given the choice, I would have surely chosen Aquila or Columba. Who is this Columba? I already talked to you. Okay. Pretty sure I already talked to you. Okay. For those of those who have not played this game, I will explain. Red chests are the one-time chest openings. Blue chests can be opened multiple times. Celestians are forbidden to stand against superiors. Aquila is your teacher, is he not? I pity you. He is strict. Yeah, he's been nice so far, from what I've played. I played through the game. Promise not to spoil anything for you guys. Starlight be with you. Oh, you heal me. Night Sky watches over us all. Be healed. This door. Okay. So this one is the prayer room, but in general, for sake of in-game, because that's what they all the other ones are called. This is basically a church, which is where you're able to save your game. Okay, so this is a save. This one tells you how many levels until how many experience points until your next level up, and it eventually gets quite absurd. And benediction, which cures curses. Yes. Let's see. Doors locked. How many doors are locked? I don't think I've talked to you yet. I'm impatient to be assigned guardianship myself, that I may ascend and begin my good work. I don't think he's gonna do a very good job. Got this door first. Mortals are self-serving. To charge we Celestians with the protection of such a race is a great burden for the Almighty to place on us. These people sure are whiny about us. Went through that wrong door, there's nothing of interest. And why are you guys here? Why does it exist? You have been to the realm beneath, have you not? As I'm sure you are aware, mortals are unable to see us. Nonetheless, there are so many among them who believe in our existence. How can this be? Once again, blind faith. And us doing stuff while us being invisible to stuff happening. Well met, Fire God, apprentice of Aquila. Welcome back. I trust your absence has not been so lengthy that you forgot your old master at Miss Major. My congratulations on successfully completing your first task. You performed your duties well thus far, albeit under Aquila's gaze. But the time has come for you to spread your own wings, what say you? Are you ready to undertake your duties alone? Of course. Confident apprentice. Very good. The young have confidence, where the old have experience. And so we come to the next duty. I believe you have acquired a crystal of benevolence, have you not? The essence of mortal gratitude. Offer it to Yggdrasil, who shelters us with her nurturing buffs from atop the observatory. She will soon bear fruit. Go now and do as I have instructed. I'm gonna wander first. Ooh. I was surprised to hear of Fire God's promotion. I did not expect you to permit him so soon. I assume too much, Columba. I also believe it is too soon for him to take on guardianship. It was Apis Major's decision. Indeed? How amusing, I should have known. It is no laughing matter. Fire God is but a fledgling. What if something were to happen? Do you forget the tragedy of Corvus so soon? No, of course not. But you have been forbidden to talk of that matter here in the observatory, have you not? Fire God, how long have you been there? A while. Why you stand idle? You have made your report to Apis Major, then you're well over your next duty. Go to Yggdrasil and offer unto her the benevolence. Congratulations on being appointed a guardian. Of course, I never doubted you. You're Aquila's hand-picked apprentice after all. To be chosen by one who refused for so long to take on a pupil speaks volumes of your ability. Yep, I'm God tier. Get it? I know, bad pun. Wish to view the register of guardians and their assignments? Yes. Afraid I cannot allow it, as it is against the rules. But I can tell you one thing, reported. Your teacher Aquila is a truly remarkable guardian. Second best since records began. In fact, you must follow your teacher's example and collect much. If he's second best, who's best? White Wings and Halo are the marks of Celestian kind. Wings grant us the power of travel, while our hailers confer upon us the sacred power of the Almighty. Almighty is basically God in this game, just if you guys haven't figured that out by now. Here in the observatory we are troubled neither by monsters nor by evil beings, but it is not so in the Protectorate. The weapons here are gathered that we Celestians may stand guard over mortals. Repository contains the greatest treasures, gifts bestowed upon us by the Almighty himself. Oh, so they better be like tier 5 items. Top tier. I don't know the answer to your question. Let's see. Go down this way. Take a left. Sure you guys saw the chest just a moment ago. I personally just got the Waker Robin to sell because I don't really use them for anything. Easy way to help get some little bit of cash to start so you can upgrade your gear. $50 gold. Yay. Could have sworn there's something over here. Oh, it's right here. Holy water, not much use. And nothing up here. Okay. As the Major sent you to offer benevolence unto Yggdrasil, you can pass. All the people up here just constantly talk about Yggdrasil, as I'm sure you guys noticed with the ones below as well. It seems to be the only thing they know how to talk about. Shiny. Behold, Fire God. Yggdrasil is who we offer benevolence we gather. Truly beautiful? I didn't phrase that, but I phrased that worse than he did. Gathering and offering benevolence is the most sacred duty which we have been charged. I trust you'll perform your duties well, Fire God. Gonna shift this up in the top corner all the way. Oh hey, if any of you guys know how to make it so that words of how to make it so that you have the top screen and bottom screen visible at the same times, with the big top screen being the bigger one and the bottom screen being the smaller one, please let me know so that I can get that set up. That way you guys can see the map that I have that I'm using to travel around. She's fiercely aglow. Time may be upon us. As I am sure you're aware, it is we Celestians' duty to tend Yggdrasil until she bears fruit. It is to this that Guardians watch over mortal kind. And now, Fire God, Guardian of Angel Falls, you know what you must do. Return to the Protectorate, gather benevolence, this time without Aquila. May all the bodies of heaven watch over you, Fire God. And I think that's as good a point as any to leave this video off. We wrapped up this little upper area for this part of the story, so I will see you guys in the next YouTube video where we will go down back to Protectorate. See you guys in the next YouTube video.